Hey you guys, good evening, good evening. It's your girl Miko Siddiqui, Business is Booming, your real estate industry leader. Go ahead and do me a favor and hit the share button on the left-hand side because we clearly got to have a conversation tonight. Please don't do that. We got to have this conversation. So I'm going to give you guys a second to chime in before we get started having our conversation tonight. Good evening. How are you guys? Give you a minute to come on board. Hello, good evening. I know I don't usually talk to you guys at night, but I wanted to talk to you. Hey Reginald, how you doing? Hey Mark, good to see you tonight. So you guys, listen, we had to have a conversation about, please don't do that. I have a client right now in the middle of a real estate transaction, and he's been in the deal for quite some time, and he's super excited, but he went out and got credit in his name. He got a car in his name. And I need you guys to understand it is so important that when you're in the middle of a deal, that you don't go out and establish any new credit. Did you guys know that already? Yes, they are watching the game. I got that. I just need to make sure that you understand that, please, whatever you do, that you don't go out and establish credit cards. You don't go out and buy washers and dryers. You don't buy refrigerators. You don't do anything. You're in the middle of a deal. Don't establish new credit. Don't go out and buy a boat. Please, you guys, don't do that. Here's what happens. At the end of your transaction, what happens is the lender will go ahead and run your credit one more time to verify that you haven't established any new credit, that you haven't went out and bought anything, that you haven't ran up your credit cards, anything like that. So if you take the time to go out and buy these things, do it after the deal is closed, you guys. I had a client that has been in contract for 6 months, and he killed the deal today because he had to go out and buy some big things, and he went out and got some established new credit on credit cards. So I just want to make sure that you knew, please don't do that to yourselves, you guys, because you can do that stuff once the deal is closed, and you can do it the very next day. You can sign on the dotted line and they tell you that your deal is closed. You can go out there and do whatever you want to do. But in the middle of your real estate deal, you guys, do not buy any cars, don't buy washers and dryers, don't establish new credit, don't do anything. That's all I want to tell you tonight, you guys. Please don't do that. Have a good night. I will see you guys soon. Go watch the game because I know that's what y'all are doing. So I'll talk to you later. Good night.